Yeah, baby! But we're dealing with the stroker here. So you're gonna see exactly what I'm talking about. Baby!
Fucking fuck.
I don't know, dude. I don't know. All we have to know right now is it's work time, baby. It's go time. Let's get it. Yeah, baby.
We're gonna get this concrete. That should be enough for it.
Hell yeah.
Got wheelbarrow, got everything.
It's what? Saturday?
It's Saturday.
It's Saturday and we're doing what?
Concrete.
Woo! Okay. We need ready cretes. It's right there. Grab a few of these guys. I'm gonna be the only one staying there. In sandals, baby. Here. All right, so that should do it for right here. It's a very small pour, nothing crazy. I'm gonna need the wheelbarrow. We're gonna do some hand mixing. We're going to be doing some hand mixing today. And I think that should be good. The lights aren't on, no. Close this bad boy up, that's all we need. So we got 5 bags of Redicrete and about a half of a 5-gallon bucket. So that's 2.5 of accelerator. And it's a very small pour, you'll see when we get there. Yeah, let's fucking get it. Yes sir. Oh, is that a white monster? Is that a white monster? Is it a white monster, mate? Woo! Yeah. Let's go, baby. All right, all we gotta do is get all the stuff back there, the concrete, the wheelbarrow, the accelerator, all that good stuff. Let's get it.
Probably gonna want to mix out here.
All right. All right, 4 more bags of that, wheelbarrow, the accelerator, shovel, tools, and we're gonna pour it. Well, before I get ahead of myself, I gotta show you guys what we're pouring. This, about 2,000 yards of concrete. This is not, this is not gonna take 5 bags. Oh my God, I'm fucking tweaking it. Well, we came prepared, so that's what we're pouring, dude. These are 60-pounders. Not too shabby. All right, that's the concrete. Now we need everything else. I'm a fucking ninja with it. shovel finishing tools. Got this. This clip. And that's it. Also, I'm going to grab the broom, but if you guys watch my other video, this right here, this bolt, look at this. So that moves pretty easily. If you don't have that tightened, it does that. Up, down, up, down. So we're going to grab a tool for that. It's a 9/16. I think that's already in here. Don't believe so. So we're gonna grab that because we're gonna need it on this guy. Let me just find that real quick. So about here. Shovel can stay here. Broom's gonna go over there. Tools, all that's gonna go over there. My phone is literally at 28%, so does he have the keys in here? Hopefully. Oh, it don't look like it. Haha, see, 26%. Charging. All right, let's get back to it. I need this bottom bucket. It's not coming off. Yep. Yes, sir. All right, let's start mixing, baby. Imagine if I told her. You can use anything to open these bags. I just prefer a hammer because, I mean, look at that. That was easy. Come on. All right, we're going to mix that around a little bit. See where it's sitting. Put plenty of water in there because I'm going to put about 3 bags in there. I have to add more
Do you want
to
that?
this? Are you sure?
Soup?
Are you sure?
You want that soup?
Dude, I want all of the soup. You sure you don't want to pour it like this?
No.
I mean, look, the shovel just sinks into it. You don't want to pour it like that?
No.
Are you sure?
That's terrible.
Are you sure?
Yes.
Yeah, that'll be all right. All right. Oh, I know. think that's good.
That's good.
All right. Hopefully this is enough. This was only 2 bags, so let's see. I gotta kind of back this guy in though. Whoop. Oh, she heavy. Back her up or pull her up?
Go ahead and back her up. I think.
Yeah. All right. Little assistance. Oh, get your hand up. Yep. Got it. All right.
Done? Okay. Some more might.
No, dude, 2 more. All right, 2 more bags, baby. Make sure all this is clean. We don't want to drip onto the deck, so I have to clean it up anyway. So this guy full of water. Woohoo! All right. All right, first bag is mixed up. Second bag coming up. Perfect. Whoa, dude. You doing blow on the job? What the fuck? All right. In sandals, dude. Fuck with me. Okay. Oh, you're so strong.
So strong.
We're gonna shovel this one in. Anything extra, I can just lose it.
Yeah. Make sure.
That's a good batch right there. Did you already pour that stuff in there?
Yeah, I sprinkled that shit in there. So when you want to do it,
I might not even add any more.
yeah, it might help. But you know why my hand was like that? Because I just take this shit like this. And you just kind of broadcast it over.
I think it's good.
And then mix it together and it'll dry up a little faster.
Yeah. All right.
And leave everything kind of up by the corner of the house.
Oh my God, dude. I think 2 bags was textbook. Text.
Spit it out, kid.
Textbook perfect. Fuck. Look at this. I think a little bit more.
But always go a hair high because it likes
Yeah, because it likes to shrink. Yeah.
go a hair
Dude,
high.
honestly,
Real fast done.
I think that's it right there. Look at that.
Basically everything out of there.
Dude, that's it.
You're even gonna want that last little bit.
You think so?
You always take it out. You don't want to have to mix it back up.
Yeah.
I take everything. Scrape that thing clean.
Hey, wait. My phone's in your truck. I do want that. Let me mad gay. All right. Sick. All right, so we're gonna see you tomorrow. Tomorrow on the job site, we're gonna be about. All right. Where's my phone? That's been awkward.
Awkward.
Wow, 28%. What a banger. What a banger. All right.
All right. Let me know.
Yes, sir. I'll see you. Bye. What is he hopping out for? What's he doing? Oh, just checking. You left me like you did when I was a kid. No. All right, let's get straight into business. First off, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna float this in. Get those edges nice. Yep. Yep. The unfortunate part about this is I have to edge this. I have to edge this whole thing. And edging circles, if you know anything about concrete, is absolute dog shit. So we're gonna see what we can do with this. We're obviously gonna make it perfect because, you know, yeah, boy, built different, but there you go. I'm gonna wash this now. Looky. Meow. All right, so he did say that I'm allowed to jump in this guy's pool. This guy is a multi-millionaire. The guy who owns this house is a multi-millionaire, cool ass dude, super chill. My dad has a great connection with him. So what we're gonna do, because I'm hot as fuck, and I got more dips, dude. Which one do you guys like more? Put it in the comments. I like Alps more. On is pretty good. They didn't have citrus, so I got the red one. Turns out it's cinnamon. Never tried it before. It's actually not that bad, but I'm gonna take a dip in this guy's pool while I'm waiting to float that one more time. Ooh, it's a little chilly. That's all right, mate. That's all right, mate. That's a little cold, but fucking full send, might as well. Oh, now there's an overcast, dude. Am I gonna be cold? Fuck it. Whew. Oh, that actually is not bad. Nice. All right. Well, it's exactly how I left it. Oh, my hat's all dripping. Well, I'm gonna go get a bucket and sponge around this, clean up the perimeter of it, and then we're gonna see where it's at. A little broom for right there. This is thickened up right here. This is because the wheelbarrow, I poured it in this way, so you're gonna have all of that right here. That's just physics, I assume. I didn't pay attention in school, so that's why I do concrete. Well, I mean, whether or not I pay attention in school or not, I was still gonna be a 20-year service Marine, so I think I'm winning either way. So yeah, let's get this money, baby. That's what we're doing right now. Either way, I'm making money. No big deal. No big deal. It's crazy. Maybe one of these days, if you guys want me to, maybe drop a comment. I'll talk about my life and like how I actually ended up doing this. And I'm 22 years old, so like how I actually became like I wouldn't consider myself to be an absolute professional, but I'm fucking right there as to how I went from full-on military career to concrete and actually liking it. Whole lot of life lessons I can share. But if that's something you guys also want to see, I could do like Galvin McIntyre talks, you know what I mean, instead of Galvin McIntyre vlogs, you know, starting another YouTube channel or like a playlist or something like that. But this is still really wet. We're gonna give this a minute. All right. Yep, this bad boy is ready for some edges. Let's get these guys cracking in real quick. Now, this is going to be mildly difficult if you're not experienced with concrete. Edging is simple. Like if you're gonna edge like something like this, you know, this is obviously a joint ram, but here's an example. If you're gonna edge something like that, it's just straight, it's not a big deal. But we're dealing with the stroker here. So you're gonna see exactly what I'm talking about. It is mildly difficult how to maneuver this guy. So here we go. What you're going to want to do is dip it really low. So typically you're going to stay flat, but for edges you stay very low, very low. And you go around the side very, very low, just like such. You can't break them in. You just have to kind of go with the flow of it. Luckily, the edge of this is demoed very nicely. So that's good. So we got a good edge flowing right now. This will be troweled out. It's gonna look nice. So that's what we're doing. All right, well, as you can see, I tried to scrape some cream off of that, but this side right here, like I totally jinxed myself, and there is no wood to knock on around here. And you know my luck with that if you've seen my previous videos. Knocking on wood does not help for me. But this entire perimeter was fine up until about right here. I know it might look nice on camera, but this is not, the edge of this concrete is not good at all. Very bumpy. But just like anything else, we are going to be perspicacious and we're going to overcome this challenge. Just like that. Oh, little edge there. Man. And also another tip, there we go, done. It's edged. Another tip when you're edging circles like that is you should not edge, so when you're normally edging against a flat surface, when you're doing circles or anything round, especially this small, okay, you're not going to want to edge against the concrete. And what I mean by that is, here, let me give you an example. So when you're edging against concrete, let's say I'm trying to make this edge right here, and this is the existing concrete right here. You're going to press against that and not round it, so you're keeping it flat, almost bending it over to where you're making a line, and then you're edging through it. When you're doing circles, especially in this is literally like 2 feet by 2 feet, 2.5 feet, whatever. You're gonna edge against the concrete. So that means instead of putting the pressure against the existing concrete, which is, this is the existing concrete, you're gonna put the pressure against the new concrete, which is the concrete that was just poured. That's how you're gonna make the perfect edge. But you also have to keep in mind and make certain that you're not pushing the line that you see with the edge too far away from the existing concrete. So it's actually kind of technical. So what we're gonna do now is we're gonna float this out. I scraped some cream off of here for this right here because it was being very difficult. We do have accelerator in here, so we're gonna keep this as smooth as possible, baby. There you have it, edged, floated. We're gonna give it about 5 more minutes, come back, see where it's at. All right, we're back, and so I'm looking at these edges, and they're a lot more dry than the center. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna hit the edges one more time, and yeah, the center is a lot more wet than the edges. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna hit the edges one more time, we're gonna float it around one more time, and then drop joints in. All right, so what we're gonna do is we're gonna drop joints in right now. Luckily I have a splitter with me, so we got joint to joint on this guy. So we're gonna set this guy in there, set it right up in there. That should be good. Rub that back and forth, perfect. This one as well. Drop and drop. Back and forth. There's the joints. No, I'm kidding. So that's what I'm gonna follow with this handy dandy hand edger here. I'm gonna go just like such. Just like that. Okay, then we're gonna go here. That joint was not dropped in properly. We're gonna redo that. I don't like that. That's not aligned. I'm gonna drop it back a little bit further. We're gonna go here, just like that. There we go. You see there's 2 lines. This one on the right is a little bit better. There you go. There. Just like that. Here the edges are more dry. That's okay. Not a problem. Boom. And then the previous joint, or the first one. All right, so the lines are troweled out. My camera battery just died, but so here's what I'm gonna do. So I'm gonna edge this out the best I can. The edges are getting very dry. The center is fine, so here's what I'm gonna do. Okay, that's fine. Is the edges are dry, so we're gonna take this paintbrush and we're gonna broom the edges right now. This has no time to wait for nobody. So that's what we're gonna do. So we're gonna go like such, and then broom the edges, just like this. We're gonna go in a circular motion, following the shape, as you always would. All right, we're gonna run the joints one more time. We really should not have put accelerator in this. This is way too small to do that. His idea was putting accelerator in this is going to finish the job faster so I can get to the lake faster, but it's a good thing I know what I'm doing or this would not come out very well. But you do straight and then follow either direction you like. Now we'll go up and down these existing joints right onto that, just like such. And then one full sweep. The edges are done, the center still has to dry, so I have to run the joints again, and that's going to require another broom on the joint edges. Once I do that, then I'm going to be able to finish the entire thing. It does not call for a rough broom, but it's looking like that's what it's going to have to take. So we're going to take handy dandy small guy, and we're going to hit her here, here, here. So it's against, 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 against. That does not affect the edges. The edges are still done. So that's gonna do that. I'm gonna give that about 5 minutes. Actually, as a matter of fact, I'm gonna hit these edges. All right, so I'm gonna hit these joints one more time. Yep. Same thing here. Now, how do you deal with that gap? You can do a multitude of different things. I like to use a float. A lot of people like to do other things. So here's the difference between a float and a trowel when you come to break or continuing edges. It's already continued, but I like to use a float. So you go here, you kind of press in. There's a lot of water inside there, but you can just press in there, right? Now let me show you the difference. That's continued. There's just water in there, so it might not look like it. Now, if I wanted to use this guy, I go in here, and then I use a trowel. Nothing, right? You're gonna have to go sideways with the trowel. This just depends on the concrete and what you're doing. And it's just a thinner, it's not really the same thickness as the hand edger. The hand edger has a relatively same thickness as a normal float. So use a float, and the float's gonna do that. So that's when you come in here, you can do that, and it's gonna match the same thickness as that. Now, since you edged it, we're gonna do the same thing, okay? This guy, this guy. Make sure you're not leaving holes or lines. So sometimes you might have to retrace your tracks a little bit. This is the finishing, okay? This is the actual finish of it. All right, we're gonna broom it right in about 2 minutes. Little water droplet right there, finish that out. These edges are cooked. Now this is all gonna be covered. So if you're watching this and you're experiencing, you're like, oh my God, this looks like shit. This is all gonna be covered. It's gonna be brand new. There's gonna be a whole nother thing going on here. So this is just flat work. This is nothing crazy. So yeah, we're gonna broom this actually in about 1-2 minutes. The accelerator slowly closing into the center. All right, it is time to broom this bad boy. That handle is super hot right now. Right now, the temperature in Lake Havasu City is 102 degrees. And we put accelerator in it, so learn from my lessons. Now, first things first, we're gonna take the little brush right here. We're gonna follow the joints. This is what makes them nice and pretty. So you get like that little thing right there. Smooths it out nice and easy. Nice and easy, just like that. Down the joints, because the big brush is not going to hit those joints like this little brush can. Then we take this little guy, follow it, just like that. Go to the other side, we'll do the same thing, nice and easy. That's it. That's a finished product. Now I just have to sponge it around, clean it up, and essentially that's a finished product. I'm not minding leaving like an excess amount of water on the edge, only because it's drying very fast, and this is going to crack. Like, even though there's joints inside of it, it's going to crack. I know that for a fact, only because we put accelerator in it, and we're not curing it as well, because this is going to be covered. So a little bit more right there. Yep, right there. Get that. There you have it. That's it. So that joint right there don't look too good. So what we're gonna do, take this little brushy brush, and we're gonna hit that one more time. I care about my products. So, whoop, boom. Yeah, baby. There you have it. That's it right there. So, yeah, I'm gonna pack all this stuff up, call an Uber, and then I'm not gonna call an Uber. I'm gonna chill in the pool for a bit. So we'll crack a beer, go into the pool. That's it. There you have it. Full tutorial, baby. All right. So everything is packed up, ready for him to pick it up when he comes here tomorrow. Well, when we come here tomorrow. We got this guy done right here. Talk about a 2,000-yard pour, huh? I really wish I could cure it because it would look so much better, but there you have it. So I'm gonna crack a beer and I'm gonna jump in the pool. All right. This looks like a good spot. Full send, baby. Yes, sir. 5-star. Already tipped him. Okay, so we're gonna go to Sunken Tree. Yep. $7. Let's go. Confirm. Dummy lock. So I hope you guys enjoyed that video and maybe learned a little bit of something about something. That's gonna wrap it up for today. I have some places to get to, some things to do, we'll put it that way. My Uber is almost here, it's about a minute away. That's the smallest pour I've ever done. It's about 2,000 yards. If you don't know, that was about 2,000 yards of concrete. And yeah, so without further ado, no, I'm kidding. That's the intro. So hey, I'm gonna see you guys in the next one, alright? Peace.